Puma shirt, Panther shirt, Puma shirt, Panther shirt. And they're just looking at him like, who wants to just lock him in the store and get pancakes? And they're like, me. And so what they do is, they leave the fucking Mystery Shack, put a goddamn piece of wood against the door, and just leave that guy in there. And we never cut back to him. We never know what happens to that man.
Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I also wanted to let you know that not only do I create content here on Class in the Glass, but I also stream content in my Twitch channel, Mr. Revan7. I play single-player games, multiplayer games, and I also do movie reviews and cartoon reviews as well. I also want to encourage you to check out my Patreon, Class in the Glass, where I offer audio commentaries, full reactions for movies, and also the ability to submit questions for my video casts and podcasts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video.
But let's go ahead, chat, and get into the scene by scene breakdown of Gravity Falls Episode 6, Dipper versus Manliness, chat. We are starting in the Mystery Shack, and we have the very effeminate individual that we constantly see in the background, chat, that says, get him, and he just can't make up his fucking mind what to buy in the Mystery Shack. He says, I like to get my Christmas shopping done early, and Grunkle stands like, it's fucking June. He's like, I know. That's why I like to get it done early. Can you help me find a present for all my friends? And Grunkle stands is like, it's something Christmassy. And Grunkle stands like, here you go. And he gives him a fucking bowl. And here's some crystals. And the guy looks, which is obviously not crystals, chat. It looks like broken glass. He's like, these crystals look like broken glass. Yeah, that's fucking $24.99 for you. He goes, I'll take it. I'm going to shop for more shit. Ay, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. And he's going around the goddamn shop looking for everything. And Dipper and Mabel, they come in. They're like, Grunkle Stan, we're hungry. We need food. And they're like moving their stomachs like there's something inside of them. And he's like, what do you want? I got fucking ketchup packets and some day-old cheese that's been out for the entire time. Eat that. They're like, no, we want pancakes. He's like, fine. All right, we'll go get pancakes, but I got this fucking customer here. And the guy's just like deciding between what shirt do I want. It's one of those really generic Wildcat shirts. It's like Puma shirt, Panther shirt, Puma shirt, Panther shirt. And they're just looking at him like, who wants to just lock him in the store and get pancakes? And they're like, me. And so what they do is, they leave the fucking Mystery Shack, put a goddamn piece of wood against the door, and just leave that guy in there. And we never cut back to him. We never know what happens to that man. It's so fucking ridiculous. And he's still going, Puma shirt, Panther shirt, Puma shirt, Panther shirt. But they go to the Greasy Inn, chat, the finest dining establishment in Gravity Falls, Oregon. They sit down, chat, and they are being served by the best server in that place, chat, the best waiter, the waitress they got, Lazy Susan. And you're thinking, why do they call her Lazy Susan? It's because she doesn't have a good work ethic? No, chat. It's because she has a predominantly and heavily featured lazy eye. And Grunkle stands like, Lazy Susan, how's my girl? She says, I was hit by a bus yesterday. It hurt. There's a little bit of a delay with Lazy Susan. That bus may have had a big impact, chat, on her psyche and mental and physical capacity. And Grunkle stands like, fucking Lazy Susan. You're great, Lazy Susan. Hey, can I get a number 7? Can I get can we split meals? Is that okay? Eat off one plate? And she goes, sure. And she's like, wonderful. Can I get a quarter of number 7? And can we get a dressing, some blue cheese dressing for the small child, and we'll get a napkin for the boy? And she goes, yes. And she fucking leaves. All of the things of Grunkle Stan's episode are great. And, the kids though, like, Grunkle Stan, we want pancakes. And Grunkle Stan's like, you know how much that fucking fancy foreign flour costs? Too much money, all right? We're going to go with number 7. We're going to share it. Enjoy your fucking napkin. Enjoy your blue cheese dressing dip, all right? That's what you get, all right? You should be glad. But Dipper, he notices a sign predominantly featured in the store next to this game machine. And it says, win the game and get free pancakes. It's like, what? Dipper's like, don't worry, guys. I'm going to go do that game over there. They look at the game and they're like, you mean that game that basically measures your manliness? And he goes, yeah, I'll just go over there and beat it. And they're like, oh, Dipper, that's great. He goes, whoa, what's so funny? He goes, Dipper, you're not exactly manly. This is the part of the episode that Alex Hirsch doesn't like. He doesn't like how it could be interpreted. And so that's why he realizes, like, yeah, we didn't think about this. And now we have with hindsight, but this kind of why. Saying that you have to be manly by doing certain things. So I get why this is he definitely thinks this is the weakest. I totally understand where he's coming from. And he goes, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to go over and do it. And so he walks over there, Chad. Everyone's just fucking staring at him, just like, all right, Dipper, prove it. And he grips. It's like basically a grip thing. It's a goddamn grip thing. You put pressure on it, and it goes up, Chad. It goes up to however much it goes, to each certain level. And it goes up to, like, wussy, to middle-aged man, to somewhat kind of manly. It gets to, like, level 2. He goes, and it drops down to wussy. And he goes, oh. And this thing pops out, and it's like a picture of a baby. It's like, nice try, cutie patootie. And the baby kind of farts at it and goes, the fuck? Everyone goes, ha, look at this kid. He fucked it up. And she's like, no, the machine just doesn't work. It's just hard. And then fucking Wendy's dad, the lumberjack, he moves over and he's like, oh, hi, Wendy's dad. Your daughter's really hot. But I think the machine's broke, man. I don't think it's going to work. And all he does, so he takes his one fucking finger and presses in on the grip, and it instantly hits, like, super fucking manly, dude, bro. And it just explodes, and the pain's like pancakes for everyone. He starts throwing pancakes at people's mouths, punching pancakes in the people's faces. Everyone's like, woo, everyone gets a pancake. And a pancake falls on Dipper's face, and he just looks so fucking distraught. He looks distraught, and, he's like, I gotta go. And he just leaves shit. And, like, Grunkle, Stan, Mabel aren't going to help him. It's terrible. And eventually, Lazy Susan, she comes back, and she brings Stan his food. And Stan, he's like, Susan, your lazy eyes looking particularly nice today. And Lazy Susan just kind of stares at him. He goes, he's like awkward. But she... what she does is she lifts up her eyelid and goes, wink, I got you, you funny man. What a funny old man. And she walks off. And Mabel's like, wait a minute. And Grunkle Stan's like, don't start. It's like, do you like Lazy Susan? Oh, geez, oh, God. You do like Lazy Susan. He's like, okay, I do, all right? I've been out of the game for years, honey. I don't know how to talk to the women. And Mabel's like, don't worry, Grunkle Stan. I'm going to help you. The one thing that we can all believe in, love. And she's like, no, Mabel. I'm going to be your dating connoisseur, and I'm going to get you with the date Lazy Susan. And she fucking takes the blue cheese dressing shot, Chet, and downs it. Just fucking downs like it's a goddamn shot. There's a lot of fucking work to do. Meanwhile, we cut back to Dipper, and he is feeling incredibly self-conscious, Chad. He is seeing various visual imagery of manly things, and he's having a mental breakdown, Chad. He's dealing with some really bad anxiety, and he's being very aggressive towards people. Like one woman he bumps into, she says, oh, sorry, I'm just looking for the mailman. He's like, you're looking for the mailman? Am I not male enough for you? I'm not manly enough for you? So he's like, I just want to deliver some letters. He's like, fuck you! And he just runs in the fucking woods. He runs in the woods, Chad. He has some beef jerky. I'm just going to eat my beef jerky alone. He just likes to stuff himself with jerky. But I don't know. He hears something coming towards him, Chad, like a monster of something of great bulk and height and weight. And it bursts through the goddamn brush in the trees, Chad, and it's a Minotaur. And it goes, ah! And he goes, ah! And it fucking drops the jerky. And the Minotaur, he starts eating the jerky, and he looks at Dipper. He's like, who are you, small child? It's like, my name's Dipper. What? Are you a Minotaur? He goes, I am a Manotaur, half man and half Tor. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, Mr. Manotaur, I see that you are quite manly. He says, yes, look at my nipples. And they're very erect, Chad. His nipples are very erect and pronounced. And he goes, your nipples are very erect. Yes. Listen, I would really appreciate if I can get some advice or some pointers about how to be a man. Can you help me with that? He goes, I can help you with that. We must go to the Council of Manitors, and we shall decide your fate. And he turns around and is like, climb upon my hairy back. And there's like fucking fungi back there, Chad, and earwax and flies. He goes, okay. And he hops on his back, Chad. And Manotaur takes him to the council of other Manitors, Chat. And he's like, here, Manitors, I present you this hairless child. And they go, oh, hairless child. And he goes, hey, guys, so Manotaur brought me here. I was told that you guys could teach me to be a man. It's like, we do not often teach humans our ways. We hate humans. And, like, Dipper's like, humans, yeah, they fucking suck. But I heard that you guys are pretty good at being manly. And they're like, we shall decide this. We'll discuss. And they have their little council meeting chat. Meanwhile, we cut back to Grunkle Stan at the Mystery Shack. That guy still can't decide, chat. He's still looking for things. But Mabel's like, okay, we got to fucking help Grunkle Stan. We got to make him desirable, which is difficult, chat, because he's not looking too goddamn good. So she's enlisted the help of people like Wendy, who I don't believe talks in this episode, and Seuss. And she says, okay, first step. Let's just conversation. Try how to engage with someone like Lazy Susan. And so Mabel, this is funny, Mabel is dressed up Seuss to look like Lazy Susan. It's very accurate, by the way. Seuss is in a dress. He's been fucking drag, and he goes, I am soft. He starts touching himself. I am so soft. Wendy's just like, the fuck is going on here? And he's like, Grunkle Stan, just approach Seuss and just say the first thing that comes to mind, and we'll work on it. Grunkle Stan goes up to Seuss, and Seuss is like, hello, lover. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. And Grunkle Stan's like, and just fucking just hawks and spits. It's like, can I borrow some money? And Mabel's like, she has a blister, goes, it's like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of work. And then we get a hilarious fucking montage, chat, of Mabel trying to make Grunkle Stan desirable. Shaving his chest hair. As soon as she shaves his chest hair, it instantly grows back like fucking Wolverine. It's goddamn amazing. Shaves it. Always coming back, chat. Also, they have this song that is made for the episode itself, referencing all the disgusting things that Grunkle Stan does. They have scenes of trying to clean Grunkle Stan up, improving his wardrobe, trying to hide his fucking gut. And it's like, we're gonna make this work eventually. We're gonna do it. It's a goddamn, hearts on fire. It's like Rocky IV, chat. Like when when Apollo was killed by Ivan Drago, chat, and Rocky swore vengeance against Ivan Drago. He went to Russia. And he had like multiple training sequences, and he was like training in the mountains of Russia, chat. Hearts on fire. It's the same goddamn thing. And eventually, Mabel's like, we nailed it. We're nailing this right now. And she's like, okay, this is what Grunkle Stan looked like. Just him in his underwear, gross, weird, fat and old and smelly. And she goes, here's what he looks like now. And he looks even fucking worse. He looks even more disheveled. They just made him a vomit. They made him throw up over himself, chat, and just sweat profusely. And he's like, can I sit down now? And Mabel's like, maybe I think Wendy said, either Wendy or Mabel says, just like, oh, Grunkle Stan, is that vomit on your shirt? And he looks down and he goes, I don't know. Maybe. I kind of blacked out there for the last 90 minutes. I don't remember anything. And they're like, oh my God, this isn't working. And I think Wendy says, like, listen, Mabel, you just can't fix him, okay? It's just not gonna work. And then, but then Mabel remembers what Lazy Susan always does. She always fixes everything in the diner. We see like little visual cues and references in the beginning of the episode when she's trying to fix the pie machine that spins around. She's trying to fix everyone's meals, make sure everyone's goddamn tables are neat and tidy. She fixes things. Mabel goes, oh my God, I know what I need to do. Grunkle Stan, come with me. He goes, do I need to put on pants? She goes, no, you don't. He says, yeah, hell yeah, let's go. And they go out the door, chap. Meanwhile, we cut back to Dipper and the Manicores. And the Manicores, chat, they have denied Dipper's request. They will not teach him the ways of being manly. And Dipper's like, but why did we have to wait all that time? We spent all that time with the B-plots. Like, that was more interesting than this part of the episode. He goes, oh, well, I mean, you guys, are just not manly enough to do it. Like, what'd you say? I mean, if you guys aren't, tough enough to teach me how to be manly, like, what do you say? He goes, I don't know, he says, oh, you're chickens. You're fucking chickens. They go, fuck you. We're going to teach you to be manly. And so we get various montages of them teaching Dipper to be manly, chat. They tell him to randomly put his hand inside holes, chat. Holes in the ground that are filled with pain. We don't know what kind of pain it is, chat, but he puts his hand in the pain hole, and he screams really loud, chat. He's just covered in wasps and bees and various infectious diseases. And they have all these other things of him jumping, him training, chat. Hearts on fire. Like all that shit. Until eventually, Chad, and he's fucking all up, but he's still getting manly, Chad. He's learning. And now they're relaxed, taking a brief break. They're in the underground Manicore grotto, Chad, in these natural hot springs. And Dipper's like, guys, I know that we've been doing this just for about 95 minutes, but I feel like I'm more manly than ever. And it's like, you guys are my family. And even like Manicore, regular Manicore is like, no, you're a great Dipper. And they're like, oh no, you're great. And it's like, yeah, Dipper. And like Dipper's like, I especially love you. What's your name again? It's like, I don't have a name. I just have a disgusting growth above my eye. This guy's like a very painful growth, chat. That could be cancer. But apparently, Chad, as the episode says, it's manly not to go to the doctor. Not a very smart thing to say. That's probably not a good message to put out there, but whatever. And Dipper's like, I guess I'm becoming a man. It's like, well, Manicore says, well, Dipper, there is one last final test for you to become a man. And he goes, what do I need to do? You must speak to our leader. Leader Core, very original name. And they present Dipper, and all the Manicores line up, chat. And this old Manicore, in this cloak, is coming before Dipper. And Dipper's like, so is he like really old and wise? Is like Dipper, and then a fucking giant hand comes out of nowhere, chat, grabs the old man, and then fucking eats him. He goes, ah, and he screams. And he's like, no, that was the sacrifice. That was the daily sacrifice. This is our leader. Oh, chat.
I know your
secret. The other ninja. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs, sir. How you doing tonight? Welcome.
I know your secret.
Thank you so much. Now, you see, just in the middle of my Gravity Falls review. Almost done with it. Good, just on lunch. Oh, nice, man. What are you eating for lunch? I'm curious. Very, very cool. We're in the part when Dipper's about to meet Leader Core. So, Dipper comes, the Leader Core's right there. He ate the old man. Dipper's like, Jesus Christ. And Leader Core, he's like 10 stories goddamn high. He's like a fucking kaiju of a Manicore, right? And he's like, small, hairless child, you have passed all of our trials, but you must complete one more. And Dipper's like, okay, what do I need to do? You must defeat the multi-headed bear. And he's like, what do you mean by multi-headed bear? What do you mean, like it has a lot of heads? Or is that like a metaphor? The Manicore says, enough talking. And the Manicore literally pierces his own body. Thrusts his fists inside of himself. And he rips out like a part of his fucking ribcage shell, which apparently is made of spears. Turkey sandwich, good. I like a good little turkey sandwich, a little bit of little mayo, some crisp lettuce, onions, tomato, a little bit of hot sauce in there. That's a good goddamn sandwich. And he takes the fucking spear out of his chest and thrusts it upon Dipper. Dipper's like, this still feels warm. And he goes, go to the highest mountain in this area and defeat the Manicore. Not us, the multi-headed bear. He goes, will do. And Dipper, he's putting all of his manly training to good use as he climbs up the mountain, and he comes to the cave, chat, and he goes in there and sees that it's littered with fucking bones everywhere. It's nuts. And he's going around and he's looking around, and eventually he says, well, is that the fucking bear? It's like, this is an ordinary bear. But then this fucking thing gets up, chat, and it has multi-heads. He goes, holy fucking shit, and it just comes right at him. It comes right at him, chat, but he's able to beat this fucking thing back. He uses his manly abilities to defeat a bear, which is pretty goddamn, manly. And he rustles it to the ground. And the multi-headed bear is like, oh, just make it quick. And Dipper's like, oh my God, you can talk. He's like, I can. Just do it. Just finish us off. And he goes, but he notices, chat, off to the side, he notices a robust collection of CDs that the multi-headed bear owns, including, chat, a ABBA CD, the fucking singer known as ABBA, chat, fucking Iceland's greatest singer, or at least the Baba. They call it Baba in the show, and Baba is that's like Dipper's favorite singer. Loves Disco Girl, knows all the lyrics to Disco Girl, chat, and that's what Mabel and Grunkle Stan made fun of him for earlier for liking Disco Girl. So you're not manly. You listen to pop tunes and things, and Dipper realizes like, oh my God, it's like, multi-headed bear, do you listen to fucking Baba, Iceland's biggest heartthrob? He goes, I love all the songs. And that's why the Manicores hate me. They hate me because of my music tastes. They say it's not manly. But I like it. I think it's cool. And Dipper's like, I really like this music too. And they start singing a fucking duet. It's fucking random. They start singing a goddamn duet about, the Disco Girl and shit. And fucking multi-headed bear is like, oh, that was really nice. Well, I'm glad that I could at least sing that song one more time and enjoy it. Someone who also appreciates Iceland's heartthrob, Baba. And he's like, do it. And Dipper's just like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. This isn't manly. This is fucking cruel and unusual. And he goes back to the man, of course, chap. And he says, I'm not going to kill multi-headed bear. You guys are fucking assholes. And they go, why? And he says, listen, Dipper realizes, he's like, it doesn't matter, like doing all these fucking tasks. That's not manly. What's manly is staying up for what you fucking believe in. That's what I'm gonna say. And what you guys believe in is dumb. You guys are terrible. And they go, fuck you, Dipper. And they're just like, let's go punch things. Let's go build something and punch it down. That's what they fucking do, Chen. They make fun of Dipper and they leave. And Dipper, he goes back to Gravity Falls, back to town. Meanwhile, Mabel, she drags in Grunkle Stan, presents him in front of Lazy Susan. She says, Lazy Susan, this is my Uncle Grunkle Stan. She says, I know who you are. It's like, yes, I know. I'm sure you do. Listen. I just want to let you know. Grunkle Stan, he's been nervous. He's wanted to talk to you for quite some time. And I know when you look at him that there's not a lot going on right there. I mean, he's old, he's smelly, he's fat, and he's greedy, and he doesn't have the best sense of morality. But there's something there that you can fix. And we know you love fixing things. And listen, he needs a lot of fixing. And we're sure that with the proper amount of fixing, you two can be something. You two can find love. And Lazy Sue, she just stares at him and she just fucking walks away. And Grunkle Stan goes, oh, God, it doesn't work. And they leave, chap. And then Lazy Sue, she comes back. She's like, wait a minute. Here's my phone number. He goes, oh, my God. He takes it. She says, I'll call you later. Ha! And she walks away and goes, Mabel, you were absolutely right. This is amazing. And Susan comes back. She's like, here's a piece of pie. That's for you. And he sits down, eats his fucking pie, and Mabel's having a good time. Then Dipper goddamn comes and he walks in. And you're like, Dipper, where the hell have you been? He says, oh, doing nothing. I was with some people who were teaching me to be a man, and what I realized that they weren't. They were just bad, toxic people. And Grunkle Stan, that's good for you, kid. You stood up for yourself. That's pretty goddamn manly in my book. He goes, wait, what do you mean? And he goes, well, you stood up for your convictions. That's the best thing you could possibly be. You were more manly than they could ever have been. And he's like, oh, thanks, Grunkle Stan. And they all fucking bond over this moment, chat. They sharing some nice cherry pie. Chat's a Twin Peaks reference, by the way. Enjoy some pie. And then we cut to the end of the episode, chat, where Grunkle Stan is fucking terrified of Susan. Which I love. She won't stop calling him. He goes, oh, God, here we go. You have 36 messages. And she's like, hi, Grunkle Stan. This is me, Lazy Susan. I'm calling you. Also, I have all my cats here. I have Black Cat and Gray. And the cats start fucking fighting in the background. They go, now you stop it, fur babies. And she's like, all right, I'm going to leave. Call me. He goes, I have to get out of this. I'm going to have to kill her. And then it cuts. So, chat, the B plot with Grunkle Stan and Mabel and Lazy Susan is actually really funny. But the Manicore stuff, it's not great. I can see why Alex Hirsch should be kind of like put off by this episode, and it's the weakest one. Thankfully, most of the rest of the episodes are pretty goddamn. There's like really only one other weak one, I think, when they go to a golf course where the golf balls are like Smurfs. That's the only one I can think of, which sadly features the voice of Patton Oswalt. That's later on, though. Other than that, all the episodes are great, but this is one of the weaker ones, chat. But I still hope you enjoyed my review of Gravity Falls Episode 6. Dipper versus manliness, chat.